Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Fitriani Lubis, mahasiswi PPG dalam jabatan Angkatan Kedua Universitas Riau. Hari ini, Senin 4 Desember 2023, saya akan melaksanakan praktik pembelajaran dalam rangka penilaian uji kinerja dengan menggunakan model pembelajaran genre based approach pada materi naratif teks di unit kerja saya SMPS Ulul Ilmi Cendekia, Kota Batam, Provinsi Kepulauan Riau.
Kami, siswa-siswi SMPS Ulul Ilmi Cendekia, siap mendukung kegiatan praktek pembelajaran Ustazah Fitri. UIC, unggul, Islami, cerdas, Allahu Akbar.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning class.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine to thank you. What day is today?
Today is Monday.
Okay, what is the date today?
The date is 4th of December 2023.
Okay, everybody, as usually, before we start our study today, let's pray together. Who is the leader in the class? Dina, okay.
Attention please. Let's pray before study.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya wa rasula. Rabbi zidna ilma warzuqna fahma. Rabbi shrahli sadri wa yassirli amri walul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amin. Okay, everybody, look at your friend who is absent today. Ada yang nggak masuk kelas hari ini, anak Ustazah? Sinta. And then siapa lagi yang nggak masuk? Sipa. Ada yang tahu kemana temannya? Sik. Oke, Sik. Dua-duanya Sik. Sipa and then Sinta. Sik. Oke. Baik anak Ustazah. Sebelum kita mulai pembelajaran, kita akan mereview dulu materi kita. Masih ingat nggak pembelajaran kita pada minggu yang lewat? Last week we won't talk about apa yang kita pelajari minggu depan, minggu yang kemarin. Kita belajar tentang past continuous tense. Ya, kita belajar tentang past continuous tense. Masih ingat nggak apa itu past continuous tense? Suatu kejadian yang terjadi di masa lalu namun masih bisa dirasakan sampai saat ini. Itu ya. Nah, hari ini kita akan masuk ke pembelajaran yang baru. Apa sih materi kita hari ini? Ayo kita lihat. Nah, di depan kalian sudah bisa. Sama-sama kita lihat di sini pembelajarannya tentang apa? Narrative text. Okay, today we learn about narrative text. Anak Ustazah ada yang tahu what is narrative text? Apa sih narrative text itu? Do you know what is narrative text? No? Okay. It's okay. Nah, sebelum kita masuk ke materinya, kita akan lihat dulu pertanyaan pemantik ya. Look at the picture. Perhatikan gambar yang ada di depan. The first questions. What do you know about Tangkuban Perahu? Do you know Tangkuban Perahu? Yes? Okay. What do you know about Tangkuban Perahu? It's legends. Okay. And then any idea? Apalagi legend?
Stories.
Folk story. Okay. Di mana terjadi nih kejadiannya? Di daerah mana? Tahu nggak? Di mana kejadiannya nih? Di West Java, di Jawa Barat ya. And then what characters do you like most? What do you karakter do you like most? Karakter siapa sih yang anak Ustazah sukai dalam cerita Tangkuban Perahu? Siapa? Forget? Huh? Did you remember about Sangkuriang? Yes, nah Sangkuriang itu ceritanya tentang Tangkuban Perahu ya. Di cerita Sangkuriang bersama dengan ibunya. Siapa nama ibunya? Dayang Sumbi. Ya, Dayang Sumbi nama ibunya. Oke. Nah, adapun tujuan pembelajaran kita hari ini adalah peserta didik mampu untuk mengidentifikasi konteks, gagasan utama dan informasi terperinci dari sebuah naratif teks, lisan maupun tulisan yang disajikan dalam bentuk multimoda sesuai dengan minat siswa. Nah, ada kata kuncinya di sini, sesuai dengan minat siswa. Nah, kemarin kita sudah melaksanakan asesmen awal ya. Kita udah melaksanakan asesmen awal. Untuk apa asesmen awal itu? Gunanya adalah untuk memetakan kemampuan anak ustazah semuanya. Ini ustazah lihat duduknya sudah berdasarkan minat belum? Sudah berdasarkan minatnya? Oke, ini sudah duduk berdasarkan minatnya ya. Oke, next. Nah, adapun agenda kegiatan kita hari ini rule-nya. The first, kita nanti akan mengamati sebuah video tentang naratif teks. Ya, setelah mengamati kegiatan selanjutnya, kita juga akan melakukan ice breaking. Tapi ice breaking kita di sini kita pakai games, ya. And then the third, kita akan melakukan asesmen formatif. Kemudian ada yang namanya juga asesmen sumatif, dan yang terakhir kegiatan kita adalah mengisi lembar refleksi. Nah, ini merupakan prosedur kegiatan yang akan kita laksanakan pada hari ini, ya. Oke, next. Coba anak ustazah perhatikan videonya dengan seksama. Oke.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, these people. Welcome to English lesson belajar sambil rebahan. Allah, lesehan di Quran. Okay guys, today we will study about narrative text. Hari ini kita akan belajar tentang narrative text. Apa sih itu narrative text? Nah, narrative text adalah an imaginative story to entertain people. Jadi, sebuah cerita imajinatif yang bertujuan untuk menghibur orang. Jadi, cerita atau dongeng yang bersifat imajinatif atau bersifat khayalan yang tujuannya adalah hanya untuk menghibur seseorang. Oke? Beberapa tipe dari naratif teks yang bisa kita temui biasanya adalah tentang fairy tales atau dongeng. Nah, kemudian yang kedua ada folktale atau cerita rakyat. Yang ketiga ada fabel atau cerita tentang binatang. Yang keempat legenda atau legend. Nah, contohnya adalah seperti ini. Ini untuk fairy tales, The Magic, The Ghost with the Golden Egg. Jadi sebuah dongeng cerita tentang angsa dan telur emas. Jadi kan nggak ada kan kayak gini. Jadi masih bersifat khayalan banget. Ini contohnya fairy tales. Contoh yang kedua, misalnya Snow White, kemudian Cinderella. Itu tuh hanya cerita-cerita dongeng khayalan yang biasanya ada. Contoh yang kedua ini tentang folktale. Tipe yang kedua adalah folktale atau cerita rakyat. Kalau di Indonesia ada yang contoh cerita rakyatnya contohnya adalah Sangkuriang dan Malin-Kundang. Itu contoh dari folktale. Next, fabel. Fabel seperti dikatakan adalah cerita tentang binatang atau dongeng tentang binatang. Contohnya The Ant and the Dog. Jadi cerita anak merpati sama semut. Kemudian cerita The Ant and the Grasshopper. Jadi antara semut dan juga belalang, misalnya tentang si kancil dan lain sebagainya. Itu adalah cerita tentang fabel. Jadi semua cerita yang tentang binatang, dongeng tentang binatang itu namanya adalah fabel. Yang terakhir ada legend atau legenda. Contohnya adalah legenda di Banyuwangi. Jadi kalau misalnya legenda itu biasanya misalkan tentang suatu tempat asal menjadi suatu tempat gitu ya. Legend of Banyuwangi, kemudian juga Legend of Balik atau Legenda Danau Toba. Kita lanjut ke purpose-nya, tujuannya. Pasti di purpose itu pasti ditanyain selalu kalau dalam soal-soal teks. Kalau ada pertanyaan, misalnya pertanyaan adalah what is text writing, kemudian text writing for, what is the purpose, atau what is the social function, or well, what is the writer's intention. Jadi kalau ada kata-kata ini yang udah dikasih warna kuning, writing, writing for, purpose, social function, atau intention, berarti soal ini dia tuh nanyain tentang purpose-nya atau tujuan dituliskannya teks naratif itu buat apa. Tujuannya adalah yang pertama to amuse, untuk menghibur. Yang kedua to entertain. Jadi tinggal milih mau to amuse boleh atau to entertain juga boleh. Yang ketiga to teach us to have character, untuk mengajari kita mempunyai karakter yang bagus. Biasanya dalam sebuah cerita itu kan ada tokoh-tokohnya yang punya karakter-karakter tertentu kan. Nah itu bisa kita ambil pelajaran to teach us to have character. Yang keempat adalah to make us learn something from the story, untuk membuat kita belajar sesuatu dari cerita tersebut. Begitu.
Okay. What is the conclusion of the video? Apa yang kalian dapat dari video tersebut? Apa kesimpulannya?
Type of narrative text.
Okay, type of narrative text. How many type of narrative text?
4.
4. Okay. Apa saja itu? The first?
Fairy tales.
Okay. Folktales, fables,
and legend.
legend. Okay. And then, what is the definition of narrative text in English? Narrative text is a text.
Imaginative text.
Okay. Tell about imaginative. Ya, imaginative, bercerita tentang cerita-cerita hayalan. Jadi ini tidak benar sepenuhnya terjadi di kehidupan nyata. And then there are generic structure in this video, right? Okay, what is the generic structure? Okay, orientation, complication, resolution, and then reorientation. Okay. Baik anak ustazah, kira-kira dengan adanya video tersebut yang kalian tonton, pemahamannya makin bertambah atau tidak? Ya, makin bertambah ya pemahamannya tentang naratif teks. Oke. Ustazah akan uji pemahamannya, kita main games dulu ya. Kita akan main game, siap-siap ya untuk menebak kira-kira jawabannya apa sih? Oke. Cek. Nah. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Snow White, Cinderella, and Sleeping Beauty. Mana pasangannya? Fairy tales. Are you sure? Okay. Next, the purpose of narrative text.
To entertain the reader.
The entertain. And then it is about the opening paragraph. Orientation. Okay, where the problem in the story is solved. Complication or resolutions. Ayo. The problem in the story is solved. The keyword is solved. So complication or resolution. Resolution. And then the last, where the problem. Okay, kita cek ya. Oke, berarti udah bisa semua ya. Next kita lanjut. Nah, kira-kira anak ustazah, any question? Ada lagi pertanyaan about narrative text sebelum kita masuk ke assessment? Any question? No? Do you understand?
Yes.
Oke, berarti semuanya sudah paham ya tentang narrative text. Oke, everybody, this one ada pembagian kelompok. Group 1, Afifa, Dina, Sierra, Muzaina. This is the first group. Where is? Okay. And then the second group, Keisha, Kanza, Haura, Naisa, and Sintasik, right? Okay, right. Group 2, where's the group 2? Second group, okay. And then the third group, Alia, Latisa, Nesha, and Samara.
Yes.
Okay. Kita assessment ya. Untuk assessmentnya, ini kelompok. Jadi anak ustazahnya bekerja dalam kelompok.
Cek.
The first group, second group, and the third group. Okay, I will give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Okay, silakan. Anak ustazah bekerja dalam kelompok. Okay, everybody finish? Okay, who is the presentation first? Siapa yang presentasi pertama? Okay, kalau nggak ada berarti kita putar papan ya. Kita pakai spin. Okay, who is the first? Okay, second group. Okay. Second group. Okay, please come to forward, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So we are from second group and I'm Keisha. This is my friend Haura,
Lisa, Anza,
and we will show to you all about our identification about narrative text. So we will to tell you all about the generic structure of narrative text. This is the orientation. Once upon a time, there was a poor widow and her son Jack, who lived in a small cottage. They were so poor that their only possession was a cow named Milky White. One day, when they had nothing left to eat, the widow told Jack to take the cow to the market and sell her so. They called by foot. On the way to the market, Jack met a mysterious old man who offered to trade him magic beans for Milky White. This is The orientation.
Intrigued by the idea of magic bands, they agreed to be read and Reginald come with the bands. His mother was furious and drove the bands out the window before sending kids to bed without dinner. The next morning, Jake awoke to find a giant beetle had grown overnight from the bands. He decided to climb the beetle and found himself in a land height above the clouds. There, he discovered a castle inhabited by a terrifying giant and his have. The giant had August that like golden eggs and magicians have playing beautiful music. This is competition.
Jake stole the gold and the harp, but as he was leaving, the harp cracked out, alerting the giant. The giant chased Jake down the beanstalk, but Jake managed to climb down quickly and cut the beanstalk down. The giant fell to his death, and Jake and his mother were able to live in comfort with the wealthy provided by the golden eggs. This is its resolution.
Next, we will analyze the text based on the keywords, their setting, characters, and characterization.
The setting at Scott's character is Jake, cow, mother, terrifying giant, wife, ghost.
Okay, so this is for our presentation. I'm sorry if there's mistake. I think it's enough. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi. Okay, give applause everybody. Thank you for the second group. Okay, next. Who is the next presentations? Okay. Okay, next. Tadi sudah ya.
Ya, aku juga.
Oke. Okay, the third group. Okay, hurry up. The third group.
Cek. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So we are from third group. We want to presentation our discussion about narrative text, and the title is The Frog and Mouse Story. So this is the orientation.
Once upon a time, there were two close friends, the frog and the mouse. The frog often met the mouse at his house as they both shared the food and provisions stocked by the mouse.
And the conflict is, one day the frog asked the mouse to come to his house. The frog said, "Dear mouse, I come to your house all the time. Now I invite you to come to my place." The mouse replied, "Your house is across the stream. I don't know how to swim. I'm scared to drowning." The frog said, "You don't panic. I have a beautiful plan for you. You come and climb on my back, and I will tie you to me with a strong blade of grass. With this, you can safely cross the stream." The mouse immediately agreed to this, and they both set out. Halfway across the stream, the frog thought of eating the mouse. He thought, "If I let the mouse down, I can get all his dog food, and I don't need to take much heed about being hungry for a long time." So the frog dives for the bottom of the stream.
As the mouse realized the honesty of the frog, he started crying for help. "Help me, help me," cried the mouse. The hawk flying above the stream saw the skin and dived down to help the mouse. The hawk helped him with its beak and began to fly high in the sky. The frog, tied to the mouse's back, also flew away.
In the end, the frog realized his mistake. In his greed to get more and more food, he had not only lost the trust of his good friend, but also put his own life in danger.
And analyze the text based on these keywords.
Setting is frog house and mouse house. Character is frog and mouse.
The characterization is frog is greedy and mouse is straightforward.
So I think this is enough. We want to say thank you very much. So wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Okay, thank you everybody. Okay, good job. And then we are going to the last group. Okay, the first group. Okay, silakan. Kelompok pertama. Nah, Dina.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Today, before our presentation, we will introduce ourselves. I'm Sierra, and this is
Afifah Ramadhani.
I'm Dina Askiari Sirani.
Zaina Aisyah. Okay, so Today I want to presentation our discussion about narrative text under the title is Crying Stones. And narrative text is have the generic structure. There is orientation.
In a small village, a girl lives with her mother. The girl is very beautiful. Every day she puts on makeup and wears her best clothes. She doesn't like to help her mother work in a field. The girl is very lazy.
And this is complication. One day, the mother asked the girl to accompany her to go to the market to buy some food. At the first, the girl refused, but the mother pursued her by saying they are going to buy clothes. The girl finally agrees, but she asks her mother to walk behind her. She doesn't want to walk side by side with her mother. Although her mother is very sad, she agrees to walk behind her daughter. On the way to the market, everybody admires the girl's beauty. They are also curious behind the beautiful girl. There is an old woman with a simple dress. The girl and her mother look very different. "Hello, pretty lady, who is the woman behind you?" asked them. "She is my servant," answered the girl. The mother is very sad, but she doesn't say anything. The girl and the mother meet other people. "Hello, beauty, who is the woman behind you?" asked them again. Again, the girl answered that her mother is her servant.
She always says that her mother is her servant every time that they meet people. At last, the mother cannot hold the pain anymore. She prays to God to punish her daughter. God answers her prayer. Slowly, the girl's legs turn into stone. The process continues to the upper part of the girl's body. The girl is very panicky. "Mother, please forgive me," she cries and asks her mother to forgive her. This is a resolution. But it's too late. Her whole body finally becomes a big stone. Until now, people still can see tears falling down the stone. People then call in the crying stone, or in Indonesian mean batu menangis. This is reorientation.
And the settings of this text is in the village, and character is a beautiful girl and her mother, and the characterization is the girl selfish, mother is patient. Okay, I think it's enough. Thank you for invitation, and we close by Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Okay, give applause for the first group. Thank you everybody. Okay, I think it's enough. All of you has presentation. Semuanya sudah presentasi ya di depan anak ustazah semuanya. Baik, kita sudah sampai ke akhir pembelajaran. Nah, sebelum kita menutup pembelajaran kita, anak ustazah, sama-sama kita simpulkan hari ini apa sih yang kita pelajari. Yang pertama kita mengetahui apa itu the definition of narrative text. Oke, apa tadi arti narrative text? Is the text of talking about imagination story, and then there are four generic structure of narrative text. The first is orientation, complication, resolution, and orientation. Okay. How many types of narrative text? Four. Okay, there are four. The first, folktale, fairy tale, legend, and fable. Okay, any question? Okay. Kalau tidak ada lagi pertanyaan, ustazah akan bagikan lembar asesmen sumatif ya untuk evaluasi di akhir pembelajaran. Kalau tadi kita melaksanakannya di dalam kelompok, sekarang kalian mengerjakannya mandiri, individually ya, secara individual. Write your name. Okay, finish? Finish. Okay. Sudah semua ya? Ada yang belum mengumpulkan? Oke, sudah semua. Sini ada lembar refleksi. Silahkan anak ustazah isi. Ini apa yang kalian rasakan, kemudian sejauh mana pemahaman kalian. Silahkan diisi. Ini berdasarkan masing-masing ya. Isinya itu berdasarkan dari pemahamannya sendiri. Jadi tidak melihat dari jawaban orang lain. Oke, silakan. Sudah? Oke. Baik anak ustazah semuanya, karena pembelajaran kita sudah selesai, jangan lupa untuk minggu depan kita akan belajar materinya tentang prosedur teks. Thank you very much for attention and see you next week. We close by saying hamdalah, alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, see you, bye bye. See you.